Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're here for the Hot Off the Press show, your weekly football news show every week, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. We've got Ankit from Chelsea Fan TV, and we've got Connor as well. How are you guys doing?
Great,
Good,
great.
thanks.
Great
Yeah,
to be back. Yeah, it's been a while, I think, Steven, that I've been here, but looking forward to this because the Premier League is all we are waiting for entire summer, right? And here we are.
You might be waiting for it. I don't think I
I am
am.
buzzing.
I think I'm already like, yeah, season's done.
Oh wow,
Hmm.
that's quite pessimistic, I must say.
I've already looked to next season and think it's done.
Come on,
But
man. Yeah,
yeah, we'll get to it in a minute. But big up James in the chat. Big up Munzi as well. Big up the Devils United, aka Maisie. Right, it's a new channel, so go and check that out. Go and subscribe right now. I'm telling you guys, everyone that is watching on my channel, go and subscribe right now. It's right because that is going to be a sick channel. I'm telling you, we're going to make that look quality. Uh, you know that. Nice haircut, Steve. Bit, yeah, thank you. But yeah, yeah. So where should we start? I mean, we'll start with you, Ankit.
yeah.
Obviously, Chelsea champions of Europe for the second time. Twat. Can't
Absolutely,
stand it.
absolutely. You know
Yeah, I
what?
can't stand it. But look,
Yeah,
I mean, how do you sum it up for you going into next season?
yeah.
Do you
So
feel Chelsea are ready for this?
see, I'll be honest with you, right? As in, obviously, I run a channel as well, so I get a lot of fans from my channel. The fans are surprisingly split. There are a lot of fans who are really underwhelmed by the transfer window or the lack of transfers that we've had, right? But for me, like having seen Chelsea, I think you probably know, Steven, what it takes to basically win those big cups that Arsenal have in the past. Chelsea, for us, winning that second Champions League was, glory to the next level. So I am just buzzing because a manager who could get that in 6 months, imagine what he can do with the players we had signed last summer. Like, obviously, we as fans are very reactionary, but we had, I think, made 6 signings last summer, and trust me, four of them could walk into any Premier League side. And them, getting into the second season, I think it can only get us stronger. And I think this is the first preseason that Tuchel is having. So I am actually buzzing, and I'm looking at us definitely challenging for the title. But until we get that, the striker that we all are waiting for as Chelsea fans, someone who can score goals, a poacher. I would say, like, getting it off Man City would be difficult, but still, like, we will be in the mix. Yeah, but the transfer window is something that still open couple of weeks, and who knows that the Super Cup being around for us is another reason for us to kind of go big this last week, and we'll get the big striker.
Yeah. Absolutely. Big up. We're in the chat as well, Leno. So there are club signs, things that come for Arsenal. I'll get that to in a minute. Big up, Maisie, or big up Jade as well. Yeah. Jade. I'm sure you could probably get on the Liverpool show. It's not tonight. It's gonna be next Tuesday because the Reds podcast who was going to come on is not available today, so it's going to be next week, next Tuesday. So scoring that goal that wins the UCL will do the Havertz the world of good. He's going to be undroppable this soon. I mean, that obviously because like the start of season he had last season. Even I was sort of putting sort of that like put in with Chelsea fans who would keep calling him Shy Havertz and this all that. You don't, and I was trying to come of it because obviously I know what it's like to be ill.
Yeah,
If you're not 100%, you're not well. Of course,
yeah.
and but I think that's what he was suffering the whole time. But Connor, I'll go to you because obviously this football news show. So Queens Park Rangers, do you feel ready for your new season in the Championship?
I've never felt more ready for anything in my life. Honestly, I wish the season started like 2 weeks ago. Everything's so there's nothing bad because we've done all of our business. You know, fans are back. We're playing some of the best football we've seen. There is nothing to suggest that it's going to be a bad season. Nothing. It's just I wish I was a bit moody and could complain about a few things, but I can't because everyone's on the same page for once. Everyone knows the direction of the club, where we're heading. We know what to expect, and other teams like I know Sheffield United manager that Jokanovic, he said today that QPR are going to be our main rivals for promotion. I'm thinking, really? That's the a newly relegated team who thinks we're going to be above Fulham and West Brom and Bournemouth. So look, I can't wait until Saturday against Millwall. So very excited for that. But there's not much more I can say than that, really, because everything's so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Big up Maisie Tio and everyone in the chat. Bit of breaking news: Grealish is to have his medical at City tomorrow. Yeah, I think we reported that a long while ago that Grealish was going to. If you remember back to, I think Charlie came back from his from Champions League final, and he already knew back then that Grealish was going to go to Man City. It was done.
Yeah.
So we've already reported that on the cards, but obviously now it's come out in the press. Oh, look, now it's on the press. Everyone's going. He's going. And
yeah, it's a known.
Yeah.
But the price is the surprising part, right, Steven? Because for me, I know that he's fantastic, but 100 million, like imagine, I think it is basically breaking the Premier League record, right? As in 100 million is. I'm not sure. Like I still have my doubt because he's not.
I don't think it's a Premier League record.
No,
for an English player, it is.
English, no. Even then, Paul Pogba is basically the. I think Paul Pogba was 90 odd million, if I remember right. It is a Premier League record. 100 million is a Premier League record. Yeah. Imagine them breaking two Premier League records. Apparently, if Kane does eventually leave, as in paying 100 million for each, Man City are like, oh man, that would be too much.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, I was talking about it on Charlie's channel the other day, where just earlier today actually, about like the fact that Man City are doing all this business, but they've got a serious court case that could land them in a world of shit, a big world of shit. They could have all their titles stripped away from them. Yeah, from all the way back from their first title in 2012, right? In 2011, their FA Cup as well. Everything they've won could be stripped from them. They could end up being relegated if they get found guilty, because apparently there were a lot of papers that they tried to hide from the FA and UEFA about FFP and about how they fund their income. If that's the case, then that's the case. Then they've got no case to answer. I'd love to get a Man City fan on about it.
No, so basically, I think it's because this year there's no FFP, right? As in, that's the reason that they are going ahead with this, and they have something to fall back on. But if, say, FFP was still in practice this particular year, I'm sure like they couldn't have pulled it off, like, or they would have not bid so much, right? Because I know that they won leagues over the years, they have a lot of money, but they have already been, not proven guilty, but at least accused of being guilty, right? So I think they have to be extra careful there. So yeah, but anyway, good luck to Grealish. He is a fantastic player. Like I know that he probably is closest to Hazard in the way that he wins fouls, etc. So I kind of see why Man City are paying that much. But again, has he proven at that level consistently? I don't know. Like I know Villa side he was probably like easily the best, right? But let's see how he does in a big team, because it's literally his first big move, really, right?
I think, Grealish is his big money move, isn't it? It's his first big money move.
Probably the last.
I don't know too much about him beforehand. Before, how
he was at Villa for a very long time.
Really know. Yeah, he didn't really know much. Sorry, about him before going to Aston Villa and rocking it up like he has done. So I mean, Connor, what do you make of it? I mean, are Man City in the right to pay this sort of money?
Well, look, the thing is with City, they're not going to get relegated. They're not going to have the title stripped because they bring in far too much revenue for the FA and for UEFA
That's the
for
problem.
them to get rid of them. So that ain't going to happen. They've got some of the best players on the payroll in Europe. They've got one of the best managers in Europe. And they're one of the most decorated clubs since 2011 or whatever it is. So they're not gonna get rid of them. They'll just get a little fine and slap on the wrist. That's it. Nothing else is going to happen. But the fact is, I don't understand the whole point of FFP because they don't. UEFA and FA don't judge it right. I think a club should be able to spend as much as they should do. Thing is with Man City, they make the money back because they win multiple titles and whatnot, and they've got massive revenue in terms of TV revenue and stuff. So, yeah, we know that they spend a lot of money, but it's not like they're in huge debt. I mean, every club's actually in debt, but City make a lot of that money back because of everything that they win and of how big of a club they are. Grealish, is he worth 100 million? I don't think so. He had a really bad injury last year, put him out for a good few months. On his day, he's fantastic. But then, how is he? I don't understand how he's going to fit in because they can have two of the most creative players in Europe in De Bruyne and Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Sterling, Mahrez.
Foden.
Someone has to leave. But look, it is what it is. They're going to get Grealish. They're probably going to get Harry Kane as well. I'm going to be brutally honest. They're going to get Harry Kane as well. So who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, we got Munzi as well. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
No, not too bad. Not too bad. Took it from a Man United perspective, right? You've got obviously we all know about your signings already. You're looking at Camavinga and other players, but you've got Varane, you've got Sancho at your club now. Are Man United ready for this? What looks like to be a title fight between Man City, Man United, Chelsea, and possibly Liverpool as well. Basically, the top four going for it.
Well, we need a striker still. Like, if City get Kane, that's game over, I think. And, like, if Chelsea get Lukaku, they'll be up there as well. We need a goal scorer. We've got
Do you need a
Cavani.
goal scorer? Because you've got Cavani. Because I
Yeah,
think
but
your biggest position is in the midfield, like Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah, we need. Of course, we need a CDF, central defensive midfielder. Yeah, but we could do with Haaland. To be fair, there is reports going around that we're waiting until next year to get Haaland. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But yeah, I think if they get Grealish, if they get Kane, then they're gonna be hard to beat. You know what I mean? Let's just say this: whoever comes above City will win the league. Do you know what I mean? By far, Liverpool. I don't know. I'm not sure about Liverpool. They might be up there. I'm not sure, but yeah, we are desperate for a midfielder, but I still think we're desperate for I know we've got Cavani, but he's 34. You can't rely on a 34-year-old, can you? Not really.
But sorry, I'll just step in, Manzi, quickly. For Man United, you mentioned Cavani, not being able to, play all the games, possibly at 34, right? But he is quality, and I'm sure, Mason Greenwood, he actually burst on the scene as a striker, right? I know he's been playing wide, but the fact that Sancho has been signed, I think it's probably a blessing in disguise for Man United, if you ask me, because Mason Greenwood really, his top quality is finishing, and I think he's probably going to be the next big thing. That's my opinion, but you might be wrong. Hopefully, I'm wrong.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but just if you get Lukaku or if you get Haaland and then City get Kane, we're left behind again. You can't say Cavani in the same league with Kane and Cavani on his prime, yeah, but not now. You know what I mean? I watched him all season. He's better off the bench. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but City just running away with it at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. We've got Wearer on. No time to see. How are you, my friend?
Good. Hello.
Good. What do you want to say, mate? I mean, do you feel Chelsea are ready for this title fight? Because they've been tipped as one of the favourites since
just the
they won the Champions League.
Yeah, just the momentum we're carrying forward from the Champions League. So yeah, Tuchel will just keep the train going, and yeah.
Is there anyone in particular you need to get in terms of signings before the window shuts?
I just like if we sign a striker and we keep Tammy, that's the only worry for me. I do not want to keep Tammy. Oh no. I'm okay with Lukaku,
I
but yeah.
want to touch with Chelsea fans about Tammy, right? Because my theory is this, right? Don't get me wrong. If it's a bigger target for Arsenal, I'd take it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like there's going to be that bigger target. Tammy Abraham's got that Champions League experience as well, so he knows how to get into Europe. Right. The thing is, I've got with Tammy is that he played. I'll sit there and I'll argue with anyone that he played really well when you got top four, when you had no way of signing any player.
Yeah. Transfer ban, he did well. Yeah,
And
because
then-
nobody competed
and
with
then
him.
the
So
next
yeah.
season when it was lifted, you went and bought Werner, you went and bought Havertz, you went and,
Yeah,
and he was
exactly.
sort of like
The moment,
and then what
the
happened?
moment players come in to challenge him, he's dead foot. He's dead meat. He's nothing.
the problem is I don't even think he was given the chance to challenge. He was just sort of, well, Werner's here now, bye.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you're on the side,
no.
mate. And that's what I felt. And I felt that what he needs is someone that he needs a team that will play him every week, coach him every week, and give him a chance to try and get back in the England squad. And you're only going to do that if you're in the top 6 clubs.
He needs a manager to put his arm around him, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think Arteta
Lampard
would be
done
that guy, but
Yeah,
I think Arsenal is a better bet of him trying to get back in the England squad than he is staying at Chelsea.
No, I think it's the way it's the way the football was played. Really, like I know that we're all kind of having recency bias, but even under Lampard, right? When Werner and Kai Havertz were signed,
I don't think it's poor though.
Yeah, but Tammy Abraham started a lot of games under Lampard just before he got sacked. He actually started a lot of games, and he did fairly well. The problem with Tammy is the fact that once all the creative players come around him, he cannot kind of finish those chances in terms of those clever moves. He is a great finisher when he wants to be, but he cannot be as clever as probably his peers, right? And that's why he fitted in great in that first Chelsea team, which was more hardworking, as well as Aston Villa. Don't forget, he actually got Aston Villa back to the Premier League in a way, right? As in, he was their main striker when they were in the Championship. And I think I saw one of the comments. I'm not sure if it was Vira himself, but one of the comments earlier on, I saw that basically Tammy is, reluctant to go back to Aston Villa. Well, I actually feel that there's a reason for it. Like, he knows the club inside out, Vira or whoever commented that, but there has to be some reason where he knows more. So we have to kind of sometimes trust the player as well. I know that it's easy to say for us to, say that, okay, he doesn't like competition. But if you see any of the interviews that Tammy has given, I think he's always spoken about our old times when we had Anelka, Drogba of the kind. So he kind of knows that's been built into him from years. He's been here for over 15 years. So he knows, what it takes. But yes, to implement it is a different thing altogether. And I think one of the reasons why he's not kind of willing to commit to Chelsea is because of the fact that they're not ready to give him a long-term commitment, and that's something that he wants as a youngster. So he has done the good, but yeah, as in probably now is the time for him to move, and I can see him scoring a lot of goals in Arsenal. But again, like, will he start? No, so he needs to accept that is a fact.
Absolutely. So that's why I wouldn't complain too much if he went to if he went to Arsenal. I wouldn't be crying my eyes out over it, thinking, what the hell have we done? This people saying he's another Chelsea reject. I count a Chelsea reject when they're about 32 years old. They've got nothing left on their contract. You know what I mean? Like a Willian. But this guy is 23 years old. He's not even at his peak yet. This is the thing. He's not even at his peak yet as a striker. Yes, he's making mistakes, but you're gonna get that from every striker. Werner's making tons of mistakes, yet he's staying at Chelsea. So, and he's getting in the Germany squad quite easily. So, I think he just needs that arm around him and a team that will develop his skills further.
Yeah.
And the only way he's going to do that if he's on the pitch. And if you're getting Haaland or Lukaku or and having Werner as well, there is no way in hell you are going to be able to give him every week football.
Yeah.
So he's quite perfect in his mind to try and go to Arsenal.
But I do have
And I
one
wouldn't
last
blame
point, Steven. I don't know, maybe Veera can add to this as well. So Tammy, looking at him maybe 6 months ago versus now in the preseason games, to me he looked a little bit bulked up. So I think maybe you're right. I mean, he's just 23, and maybe in the next 2 years is when he'll probably become the main striker in a club, and not now. And that's something that he really needs to work on his body as well, because at times he doesn't use the body as much as he could because of his height.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what I mean is, it's a big surprise that Dominic Calvert-Lewin is scoring more headers than this guy.
Yeah.
Calvert-Lewin is shorter than him, and he's scoring more headers. Oh my! Oh no! I'm not happy.
Yeah. I hear that, and that again, that takes
He's not
development.
putting in the effort. That's what I'm saying.
That
Timo
takes
may not be
development,
scoring, but Timo
that
is
takes
putting in the effort.
coaching. But I'm saying, it takes coaching, it takes development, it takes all that. Got talk
Yeah.
with me at the minute. How are you, my friend?
Good, yeah, mate. Good. How's
Man,
everybody?
Thanks for the updated
Very
green
good.
screen. Helps.
Good man.
But my one was a pretty shit attempt.
No, listen, you don't do that shit, do you? I do, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Like you talk about F1, I don't know. All I know is that it's a car with an engine.
Yeah, I would expect you
I mean-
to do a car surf on an F1 game.
So,
Trust me.
That's it. Exactly.
But
So, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, Man United. Obviously, we were just talking about. Obviously, we were just talking about Tammy Abraham, but earlier we were just talking about Man United. Do you feel ready as anything for this? What looks to be a title fight between both, between Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and Man United.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what it looks like to me as a four-way fight.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? It's if these rumours are true about the 4-3-3, and you look at it and you look back at where we were last season with what we had, you've got to put you put it into perspective, which is Ole had to work the best system that he knew he could do with what he had, which was the 4-2-3-1. Now we've got personnel in there in specific roles, and hopefully more to come. Then that will obviously now free him up to be a more attacking team. So, you know what? If we are on that constant attack and just thinking forever forward, not being too concerned about what's going on behind us, we don't need to worry about that. You know, we just need to concentrate on going forward and tackling it. So, for me, you know what? Yeah, obviously, like every team, it's you know, injuries and all the rest of it. It's strength and depth. I think on the strength and depth side of things, we're a little bit weak, maybe weaker than some other teams. But we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm open and actually pretty confident that we can actually keep hold of the coattails of whoever it is. That does make a rip roaring start, because whether it be Man City, whether it be Liverpool or Chelsea, I don't know, or it could even be us. If we we've got to get in that mindset of like, you know what, let's just we concentrate on what we're doing, and then if anybody else then starts slipping, we've got to be ready to keep that. We don't want to be seeing no more West Broms. Don't want to be seeing no more Arsenals. Liverpool, when we went to them and they were on, they sort of, lay down before us, didn't they, and said, "Please be gentle." Yeah. Ollie was gentle. No, don't be.
Probably last year was probably our worst season against the top 4 or 6. You know what I mean? We didn't even beat Arsenal last year.
Apart from Man City game.
Yeah, we beat Man City once, but
you haven't beaten us. You haven't beaten. Ole has never won against Arteta.
He will do.
That's not a new thing.
Well, I'll take that.
Let's have that right.
I'll take that as long as we finish above you. I don't care.
Steven, you muted, so we can't hear you.
Sorry, I just wanted to make one. What's this all about Arsenal? What have we done now? Okay, 2, right? Is that I don't think Ollie's ever won against Arsenal. I don't think he has.
Doesn't matter. Whether, you know what? I don't care. I'll take it right now. I'll take it right now. Is us getting beat by Arsenal twice this season in the league and still going on and winning it. I don't care.
I don't care.
Nah. Do you want to?
We don't do that well against small clubs. It's only we do well against big clubs.
That's it, Munzer. These little clubs, these mid-table clubs, and wearing shoes that are too big for them.
You can see his face now. He's had a haircut.
It's funny when a club spend over 400 million and won 0 trophies, calling other clubs small.
Still one more than Arsenal.
I mean, Ole has 0 titles with Man U. Even Arteta managed to win a title.
Clubs, right? We've got Chelsea fans here that have won less than us, and they're thinking they're better than us.
I can hear some.
Come on, let's not go there. That's like a never-ending debate. You know what? I mean, I was having actually the reason I was smiling is because here we are Man United and Arsenal fans, and we are just keeping quiet, myself and Veera, I'm sure, because of the fact that I think, as in I agree, in history there's no competition, but the fact is we can't live on history, right? The fact is, like, the last decade and a half. I mean, definitely, I think
it's funny the clubs that say they've got no, like, the funny is to say the clubs that got less history said we can't live on history. That's why Tottenham always say we can't live on history. They never got in it.
It's okay. Take it.
They've got no history. They've got no present. They've got no fucking future either.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say if Arsenal are a bigger club, Chelsea are a better club, and right now I'd rather be a better club.
Arsenal being a big club for a small club.
Listen, the days of the league being dominated by one single club like we did are over. Apart from, there's only one club that can do that, and we all know who that is, and that's Man United. Because we know how to do it.
We ain't doing it again.
But listen, let me tell you this. Ole is in a really good spot right now, right? With the contract, the players that are coming in, the investment, everything else. Now, if this season goes as well as I'm sort of predicting it's going to go, you know what? We are gonna be in there and thereabouts every season as long as Ole stays there. Because he's only going to improve season in, season out. And whether the owners keep the club or not, I don't know. But as long as they keep investing, if they invest and they're taking these dividends and the other money's out, right? But they're investing and we're winning, right? Happy days. You know what? That's a balance, and it's a trade-off.
Well, I'm going to say it now because obviously say it's and I did say we'll just talk about Tammy Abraham. Just earlier, and making a point about Tammy Abraham. Now, this is what I made the point about, is that I don't think he's the. It's not the end of the world if we signed him. To be honest, I think 40 million is a lot. It's a bit too much to ask from him. But this is English player tax added onto that, so it's about 20 million when you look at it. For me, I have always said that, and I just said earlier that I think the problem he had at Chelsea is that when the others, when Havertz, Werner, and all the rest of them came in after he had a good season the first season with Lampard, he was sort of thrown to the side. He really just didn't get a look in. So
hold on. Let me just add something. I don't think he was thrown to the side. No, it wasn't. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Let me just finish.
Yeah, let him finish his question.
What I'm trying to say is that I feel that he needs that team that will give him week in, week out football and great and good coaching, top level coaching, and which will give him a chance to get back in the England squad. And you're only going to do that if you're in the top 6 clubs. So that's why he's looking at a club like Arsenal to move.
Listen, he's not. He wasn't thrown. He wasn't thrown to the side. Listen, Chelsea were at a club that invests. We know that. That's what Chelsea do. They invest. They refresh. Tammy had his opportunities under Lampard, but then Lampard chose himself with the board that we want to bring in these other players. You spend that kind of money on these other players, you're not just going to say, right, okay, we're going to keep playing you, Tommy. We're just going to, these players we've just spent like 100 odd million on, we're just going to sort of introduce them slowly. No, it doesn't work like that. You've just spent all that money. Frank says, I want these players because that's what I think I need to go out and get results. Then he puts them in the team. You know,
do you want me to answer
some of those
my
signings
question?
Didn't involve Lampard, though. I don't think that some of them involved Lampard.
Yeah, but he don't sign them, does he? Yeah, the
I think it
football
was the
director
board's
signed
decision to do it.
Yeah, but he's not gonna. He's not.
Can I answer the question?
Go on,
Yeah.
sorry.
Go on, sorry.
Yeah, so for me, I'm gonna be totally honest. I think Tammy Abraham, I think he's a decent player.
Yeah.
I think he's young, he has a lot to learn. But I also think Tammy's not a player who will start for a team who has ambition to get into that top 6. And the reason why is that in today's modern football, your number 9 need to have a certain level of technical skills and abilities on the ball. So even when you're not scoring, you are linking up with your midfielders and you are creating chances for the other players. And I think that's something that Tammy lacks. And I think that's why Chelsea, sorry guys, I think that's.
I think somebody's hungry.
agree with your point, mate.
Yeah. She
You know what that
totally
says?
say he's chatting
You
shit.
know what that is? It says,
Yeah.
sorry, sharp, you're talking shit.
Yeah. But I think one of the reasons why Chelsea's been spending so much money on getting a striker in is because they've realized that they need a striker that offers more on the ball. I think Tammy, if you create a lot of chances, he will score you goals. I think if he went to a team like a West Ham, I think he would smash it there. I think if even if he went to like Everton and they started to play with 2 strikers, I think he would do very well there as well. I think if he comes to Arsenal and he needs to start dribbling, he needs to play with his back against the goal, he play against low defense, I think he's going to struggle.
I think, though, that's why I say I think Lacazette would be playing one against the low block. I think Tammy Abraham, I would rather get Tammy Abraham and then get rid of Aubameyang.
Yeah, but we can't.
Let's.
Let's.
Hang on. He hasn't got the pace. No. Do you know why I say this? He hasn't got the pace and that he used to have to be able to use him the way we used to, which is playing against, playing in behind 1-on-1, where you can outpace the high line. We can't do that anymore with him. Simple as that. So for me, I see Tammy Abraham because he's younger and he's faster. I see him. That's where we will how we would play him. I don't think we'd be playing against low block team.
But I feel like this: the level from Tammy Abraham to a Martinelli Balogun isn't big enough for me wanting to put that money on him. I rather give that game time to them to develop them, because I believe that they can become better than him. And on the meantime, Lacazette is still there, and let's face it, nobody's gonna buy Aubameyang. He's on 375k a week. He's not leaving until his contract is over. We are stuck with him. That's the harsh reality.
All right,
there's just been an update on Abraham, actually, from Fabrizio. He says Atalanta will meet with Chelsea in the next days to ask for Tammy Abraham as new striker. They've prepared for Inter to make a bid for Duvan Zapata if Lukaku will join Chelsea. Chelsea are pushing and preparing the new bid for Lukaku, talks ongoing.
Yeah, that's exactly
wonderful,
right.
Julius.
That
actually, I'll just pitch in, Steven, here quickly. So the fact is that, yes, because of the Lukaku deal, and that is where Atalanta, generally believe that they can fight for the title this time. And unlike, say, Inter, I think Atlanta, they are probably in a slightly better situation. I know that they're losing their main defender, but I think they still have great wing backs. The wing backs score a lot of goals. So if, say, Tammy Abraham comes up top, and I think they already have one striker. So a couple of strikers and the wing backs, the way they play, I think that will be a great sign. But yes, Tammy Abraham, will he go to Italy? That's a big question, right? As in that's the only thing that probably you need to see. But why not?
I reckon he will. I reckon he'll do all right in Italy. More space.
Yeah.
More space in Italy. I don't think Lukaku comes back. I think he's going to be as crap as he was for United, like second season, not the first bit, but you never know. But there's more space. If I was Lukaku, I'd stay out there. He could, you know what I mean? He'd score plenty of goals out there. Stay out there on the money out there. But if he wants to come back, it's up to him. But I think Tabry Abraham would do well out there. Ashley Young done well out there, so it's like for everyone, isn't there?
Do you think that? We'll just quickly bring this point. Jorizio brings a good point, mate. I'll bring your point up now. Arsenal fans, don't be confident that you're getting Martinez, because if we sign Lukaku, mate, I'm never confident about Arsenal signing anyone until we've signed him.
Yeah. Until I hear here we go from Fabrizio.
No, not even that. Not even that. When I've heard it's done, it's finished, then I'm dead cert. Then I'm confident. But,
and I don't think any Arsenal fans really believe we're gonna get Lautaro Martinez.
I don't think so. I think the deluded ones think they're gonna do. We're gonna do that.
But deluded fans, you have them in everywhere. They're always gonna believe everything.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think if this is a quick question, and I'll bring this to anyone, right? If Arsenal, if Lukaku goes through, and they sign Lukaku, will Inter Milan feel the confidence to get rid of Martinez, to let Martinez go to Arsenal?
No, Inzaghi needs a
Impossible.
striker. Inzaghi needs a striker.
Who wants to go for?
Oh, sorry, go.
Go on.
Inzaghi needs a striker because who else do they got other than Lautaro? Pasalic. Wait, Pasalic is in Atalanta. So they need a striker. They need someone. They need two strikers. So Zapata being linked to them if Lukaku goes. So they are two up front.
Yeah.
There's not many clubs selling a lot of players, though, is there? I mean, you ain't seen vast amount of players go like. Well, I think United are one of theirs. I think they want them to be their souvenirs. But do you know what I mean? You ain't seen 4 players leave a certain team unless they're released. But no one's really buying at the moment because there's no money about.
It's weird that Martinez would want to leave Italy.
I wouldn't play for Arsenal anyway, but that's just my personal opinion. But if he leaves Inter Milan and go Arsenal, I'm sorry, but it's downhill. It is downhill. It's downhill, isn't it? You got to admit it.
It depends what Arsenal want to do. It depends.
Well, it's downhill. It is downhill. Because you ain't playing Europe. You ain't playing Europe. You ain't playing Europe.
No, you're not playing in Europe. But hang on, you're going for. If you're going to Arsenal, you're going for a longer term.
Yeah, but
if he's not, and if you're trying to go for the longer term,
so would you, if you was playing in Inter Milan and Arsenal coming for you, would you go to Arsenal now?
You
wouldn't. Apart from because you support them, but you would not. Not anyone. That's the problem Arsenal got. No one wants to go there.
We know that. We know Arsenal got a problem with that. Right. The thing is with me is that I would say that if you're going to Arsenal at the minute, you're going there for the long term. You're not going there for a short term fix, because Arsenal are not in the position to give you a short term like title or cup or anything like that. If you're going there to try and help them get back in Europe first and then go on from there. So, but that's the thing.
Martinez don't seem to be look like that player, though, does he? He'd probably rather go to Barcelona or something like that. He don't look the player that wants to roll his sleeves up and get dirty. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what you got to do at Arsenal. Got to roll your sleeves up and get going. That's why Aubameyang, he done it, got his contract, and then thought, I can't be bothered. I'll just sit on my money now. Because he's been poor. He's been poor last season. He was poor. Season before, I thought, wow. Last season, he was poor.
Just quickly come in. Sorry. I just want to quickly come in. So basically, this is regarding Martinez, right? what I feel is like as long as Inter Milan is signing, I think Zapata is a player that they are linked to. I think Martinez is going to stay. Martinez and Alexis Sanchez are there. They'll be scoring goals for fun. They just need a tall striker. And I would also like to touch upon, I think, a couple of comments. I think I saw on Lukaku.
Sorry, just adjust.
So
Right, I'm getting an echo. Right, Monzi, I'm getting an echo from.
yeah, I
your-
think there's an echo.
Me?
Yeah.
That's Monzi. Guys, if you can just put yourself on mute, thank you. Still, it's there. I think. I don't know, Steven, if you can put others on mute.
I think it's
Right.
fine now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
now.
it's
Oh, yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so basically, what I'm
Go
saying.
on.
No, it's still coming. It's coming from Manzi. I can make it out.
Yeah, Munzi, you got a problem with the mic there. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
probably
wrong.
Manzi needs to mute.
Try come back in, come back out. Come back up, come back in.
Okay.
Great stream, by the way, guys.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
guys agree with this layout, do say so. If not, I'll go back to the original.
Yeah, good one, mate. As in, so what I was saying is Lukaku, right? As in, I heard a couple of comments as well as saw a couple of comments on why would he leave Inter. Like for some reason, I think like Tammy Abraham always has that image that this guy cannot kind of score goals, etc. He's not a top six team player. This guy actually got us to top four in the Premier League. Tammy Abraham, that is, and he can score goals for fun because of the fact that he got, I think, double-digit goals last 2 seasons. It's no joke. Same thing with Lukaku, right? I know he has a bad touch and he has been playing in Italy. Yes, Italy is not probably Premier League level, but it's not so far either. Even like after watching the Euros and watching all the Italian defenders play the way they did, I think we should not really question that. Lukaku, if you actually watched, I actually watched Serie A, and he bulldozed teams. Like that is Lukaku for you, and he actually fits the Premier League to the core. And you cannot just say what you saw 4 years ago, what he was. Even in Man United, the way I feel like he went off from Chelsea because he didn't want competition and stuff like that, and he went on loan. So I didn't like that fact. But the fact that he was treated the way he was at Man United was unfair. And I think it's only fair for him to come back, and if he kind of accepts, it's not yet accepted, he will basically get all the respect because him coming back and proving doubters wrong is the next big thing, that challenge for him. So I think same thing goes for Tammy Abraham. I think if he goes to Italy and scores, I think it'll work well, and Lautaro Martinez will be good, with the tall striker as well. So I think no other movement happens, but Lukaku happens.
Yeah, I think Lukaku will happen. Before you go, Charlie, I just want to bring Joe in as well. Joe, what do you think is going to happen in between this whole thing with Inter Milan? Because it looks like Arsenal are trying to get their striker, Chelsea are trying to get their striker, and it looks like it's between the two. Which one is they going to get? And if it's not going to be both of them, there's going to be one of them. So one of them is going to get Martinez, or one of them is going to get Lukaku. How do
I
you
got
see
confidence.
How do you see it playing out? And also, do you feel ready as a Chelsea fan to take on Man City, Man United, and what also looks like to be Liverpool as well in this big title fight?
I'm confident that we are getting Lukaku because. Can you listen to me?
No, go on.
Hello?
Go on.
Yeah, I'm confident we are getting Lukaku. If we get Lukaku, we can destroy all the big six. Because look at Liverpool, City, and even Arsenal. See their defense line, even half line. So Lukaku can explode their back line actually. Because Lukaku is fast. Yeah.
Yeah. Charlie, you wanted to say something.
Well, we've just got another tweet from Fabrizio saying, "Done deal. Danny Ings joins Aston Villa from Southampton."
Right, I'm gonna get
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's just come through on Sky.
Danny Ings is gone.
Danny Ings to Villa.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
fucking hell, man.
Come through on Sky, yeah.
Oh, we could have done with. Do you know what? I would have taken Fabrizio any day of the week.
That's a good
Right.
signing for Villa, though. Very good signing.
I'm just gonna quickly share the screen because I've got the tweet up. I'm gonna share the screen.
Aston Villa
Right,
is showing
so
ambition.
the Villa have been fucking awesome in this window. Done
Villa
deal.
have-
Danny
yeah.
Ings joins Aston Villa from Southampton. Total agreement reached as official announcement confirmed. Head coach Dean Smith said, Danny is an outstanding Premier League footballer who has scored goals wherever he plays. Right, just gotta go back and look at some of the other tweets. This is what you said about, I think, Atlanta will meet with Chelsea in the next days to ask for Tammy Abraham as new striker. They're prepared for Inter to make a bid for Duvan Zapata, sorry. If Romelu Lukaku will join Chelsea, right? Chelsea are pushing and preparing a new bid as well while the talks are ongoing. Anything else to sort of anything else just to like quickly go on about?
I just think Villa have had the best transfer window of the Premier League so far this season.
But have they, Charlie?
Confirmed, Alice, in terms of Liverpool's news, because obviously Liverpool are looking like to be trying to challenge as well. Liverpool, Alisson signs a new contract with Liverpool until 2027. Total agreement announced by a club statement today.
Do you reckon he caught the pen, or do you reckon he dropped it?
And this was earlier. Chelsea preparing for their new bid for Romelu Lukaku to be submitted this week. No official proposal there at Haaland. Koundé deal still priority for Chelsea, but no agreement on Zuma value.
Yeah, I think they're looking for Zuma to be first sold, and that's the key, right? Only if Zuma goes, there's a place. Otherwise, we are good. But yeah, as in, I kind of disagree with Charlie there. Charlie, you said that Villa have had the best window, right? But for me, remember, just last season, right? I think Grealish was out for about a month, just before the end of the season. When Grealish was out, I think they just won, one match. And they either lost or drew all the matches, and that's where kind of they dropped down. So for them to kind of sink in and kind of get to that level, I know it's a great team on paper, but you never know, right? Danny Ings, it just takes one injury, and otherwise they're all relying on Ollie Watkins again. But it'll be interesting for sure. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll probably play Watkins out where Grealish was because he could play there.
Yeah,
that's what I think. He'll probably play out there, and then that's probably why they brought Ings in. But Ings always scores goals. Do you know what I mean? I'm surprised we didn't have a punt on him a couple of seasons ago before we got Cavani. There was thoughts of it.
There was talk about it, wasn't it?
Yeah, that'd be a good buy. But then Villa got that's probably even before the 100 million. I mean, they'll probably go and get a few more. They're supposed to be trying to get Campbell at Norwich.
Yeah, that'd be another good sign.
That would be a great sign if they got him. They wouldn't miss Grealish then, I don't think.
Okay, sorry guys, I need to kind of head out. Sorry about this, but great stream, great chat, and I hope to come back. I think we are probably meeting against Steven, and looking forward to the season for sure. I know Arsenal you aren't, but I covered a lot of stuff on a similar topic on my channel as well yesterday. So do kind of look out for RCB and Chelsea Fan TV. But guys, carry on the chat. I'll see you for now. Peace out.
Cheers. And we'll see you tomorrow actually, 6 p.m. because of the Chelsea preview. So see you then.
Sure. Yeah.
Take care.
See you guys. Bye.
See you Friday.
I have a question for United fans. How many players are you guys away from winning a title?
3. 3, yeah. Another right back, another forward, and central defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
I reckon we're 3. And then, to even be close to City, because as I said before, City get Grealish and Kane. Well, it's all over. To be fair, I think they're gonna, if they spend like that and they do win a Champions League, I think Guardiola might leave afterwards. As soon as Guardiola wins the Champions League with City, I think he's gone.
Yeah,
I think he'll be gone. I don't know what Charlie thinks of that.
I think he'll win if he wins the Champions League. I think he'll win the Champions League, have one more season, and then go. Personally.
For United fans, what would be deemed a failure? Because you guys have made signings this season, right? So if you guys still finish second,
it's a failure. Without winning, we should have won Europa League last year. My son's under 11 team could have won the Europa League last year. But But yeah, if we don't win a trophy, if we come second and win a trophy, yeah. But if we don't win a trophy, then
then it's
you know what I mean, it'll be a failure.
You're
I
never
think
gonna hear the end of it.
you're never going to hear the end of it, though.
No, 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 no. You really think I'd let it go? Nah.
I can take it.
I'll be saying Ollie in, getting to stay, sign a new deal, sign it off. Right, I'll personally put my own stamp on it, right, as official. Right, do a special stream for it. Yeah,
you're laughing on the other side of your face, mate, when the season starts. Let me tell you that.
What was that?
You're laughing on the other side of your face when the season starts. End of.
I know where Stephen will be laughing. He'll be laughing outside the top 6. That's where he will be laughing.
Mate, don't forget you spent how much money to equals Arsenal record in Champions League? At least we didn't spend that fucking much.
Well, that's one thing you have got in common with City. They ain't won the Champions League either.
At least we don't have to play on Thursday nights.
We're not even playing on Thursday nights.
They ain't playing on Thursday nights either.
We've got a week off, mate.
Yeah, they got a week. Unless they're playing under 23s.
Arsenal's under 23s team are more successful than the first team at the minute.
No, correction. The women's team is more successful than the Arsenal.
As I've said all along, right, with Chelsea, right, Luke Tuchel, he is now under an enormous amount of pressure. Now he must deliver. You're now talking about bringing in Lukaku for 100 million plus. With who knows what wages and add-ons and everything else. He is under massive pressure. Look at the way they performed at the end of the season. Shocking. Not good enough. You've got Timo Werner they've spent decent money on. Kai Havertz they spent decent money on. Other players they spent decent money on. So you know what? If Tuchel doesn't get his selection right and his formation right, his system right at the start of this season, he's going to be in big trouble. Let me tell you that. He ain't going to have no time to chop, change, test this, test that, and test the other, because other teams will just start sailing away. So he needs to be right from the off.
Chelsea fan just brings up another point about Aston Villa, and what I'm going to do is that we've done everyone like in the top 6. I'm still struggling to find Tottenham fans, but we've done everyone in the top 6 to do their preview for the season. I don't know. I could probably swap Tottenham's one. We got Tottenham's one? No, we got Tottenham's one. Fuck. Yeah. So, yeah, we could do. We've done pretty much the top 6, but next week we're going to be doing one in general, and we go for every single team for the league and their preview. So, and then obviously a preview to the Brentford game, which hopefully King Tony will help us out with. Big up to King Tony. City will have Kane or Grealish to get them to another Champions League final to lose. But
I don't think they will. I think they'll win it. If they get Kane and Grealish off, I'll put a bet on City to win it. I think City will win it.
I think PSG will win it this year.
What? Win the Champions League?
No chance.
No, not with the bottler they've got as their manager. He's a bottler.
Not with.
Not Bottlechino. No.
Right, that's why. I'm going to put this as next. I'm going to turn this into a bit of a banter session whilst we're live. So.
Arsenal is shit. City is shit. Chelsea is shit.
Right.
Liverpool is shit.
What the fuck?
Fuck off, all of you. We're fucking Man United. Do one.
And you're shit.
Yeah. You're Man United, and what have you won under Ollie?
Get fit.
Hey, it's not about winning. It's about taking part. That's what my mum and dad used to say.
No, fuck off. We have to take out another mortgage just for our trophy cabinet. So all
Did you take out a mortgage for your leaky roof as well?
Actually, we didn't take a mortgage. We just went to Arsenal and borrowed their trophy cabinet because it's fucking half empty.
No, the roof's still leaking as we speak.
Well, that's just to get the water in, the water supply for the toilets.
And City's trophy cabinet. City's trophy cabinet is like, you know, well stressor.
Yeah.
It's just like a well stressor with 2 little doors on it with a couple of.
Yeah, so you don't have one for the Highbury ground, do you? A background for the Highbury ground. No, that was a fortress. Not
What?
this shit. If you
It's a
could
good-
get one for Highbury, that's even better.
It's a good ground. You're
Nah, the Highbury one looked more menacing.
can't
People are
fucking
scared of
understand.
going to Highbury.
But what's the point in looking in the past, mate?
Everyone turns up the end and they're like,
Because
"Oh,
Arsenal don't want to
fucking
talk
hang on."
about 2021. They're more bothered about 2004.
No, I like Highbury. I always preferred Highbury over the Emirates.
Well, it's
Even if we
fun.
won,
Getting
even
what
if we
Highbury
won,
looks like.
no.
Getting
Even
what
if we were
Highbury looks like
successful,
now.
Moving
no,
like a
if-
Scouser
hang on a
living
minute.
in the past.
Wait. Hold the phone. Even if
Hey,
we won titles now,
Calm
even
down.
if we won titles now,
Calm down.
yeah, even if we won titles now, I would still prefer Highbury.
Yeah.
It's what I
I
grew up
never went-
watching.
I never went
That's
to
some shit. I still
I never-
prefer beef meat over
I
shit.
never went
I
to,
mean, it's
I
that
never went to
stadium I fell
either
in
of
love
them
with.
because I thought they're both shit. Fuck that,
But,
paying any money to Arsenal. Fuck that.
mate, what? No, this is why I never went to Manchester to go to Old Trafford in the first place.
You don't want to go Old Trafford. It's a shithole.
Yeah,
I
it's
know,
a
I could
shit
tell.
hole. Fuck off.
Day one, my
Won
son.
the league.
Shit, at least we
Won the
didn't
league.
follow ours
We
off
won
the
the
pitch.
league at Old Trafford. We won the
I've
league
been,
at the shithole. We won the league at Old Trafford. We won the league. So,
Fucking hell. You want to laugh? Listen, let's have it right. Listen, listen. Right, when it comes to the moment where if football ever ceases, right, what you're going to have to do, it's going to come a moment where all the rival fans are going to have to fucking lie down and look up at Man United. That's going to remain the case forever.
I will quote someone. I don't know if you know him. His name's Unofficial Pundit, right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
might probably, you probably
yeah.
know him. Whatever. Anyway, he said something really good. He said, "Arsenal only won the league once. United won it twice on a trot, 3 times on a trot. Come back to us when you've won it." You know what I mean? You can't be a good team when you win it once. Jesus, Leicester won it once. Flipping it.
Once?
Yeah. You didn't win it consistently. That's what I mean.
Once?
You
We
didn't
won
win
it
it
3
back to back.
times.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
never
you're
got
not consistent. Not
You didn't do it back to back. Like
Yeah,
us.
but that's not once,
2
though,
teams
is
in
it?
Manchester did it. 95.
That's what I said. Once a year. Do you know what I mean? Once and then, oh no, we can't be bothered this year.
We're the only team, I think.
Let's
we're
have a
the only
year
team
off
to
this
do it.
year.
And
Yeah,
we're
we're
the
the
only
only
team to
No,
win
we didn't have a
3.
year off. You just went on a mad run at Christmas. And
We're the only team to win it 3, and we were so close to doing 4. We've
Yeah.
set all the standards, mate. We've set all the standards. We broke all the records and set the new
If you've
records.
set the standards, they're on the fucking floor, man.
We won the
Very well.
treble. Have you ever won the treble? Have you? Fuck.
Have
We
you
have.
ever-
Domestic treble.
Fuck off, Charlie.
Have you ever-
We're
What did he say?
playing with fucking like F1 here. We're not playing with fucking like Hot Wheels cars, mate.
No,
No,
he's
but
right.
hang on. But then again, it was Man United who tried to claim the Community Shield, the League Cup, and the fucking
No.
Europa League as a
That was Mourinho. That was Mourinho. That wasn't United.
Well, he said it was
You're
Man
right.
United.
You're right, City. You're right.
Man
City have
United's
won.
Man
it.
United, mate.
Hey, you are right. City have won the treble. League 1, League 2, Championship. Oh, and the Premier League. Oh, sorry.
Don't disrespect the brilliant days of Gillingham away.
Oh no, you didn't even win
Look,
that, did you? You won the
look,
title.
Charlie, like don't forget, it was your club that listened to one of your own fans when you got relegated. Because he was listening on the radio,
That
said we
year.
only need a point when actually you needed 3. Then because of that, you got relegated. He's a secret Man United fan.
He don't know. He's too young. He's only jumped on the bandwagon when he found out they were winning.
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, go on, Munzy, go. Right.
Does his mum know he's swearing?
Yeah.
Hey, Static.
Piss off.
Right, big up Static. She. Yeah, I like that little message you sent me, Static. That was funny as fuck. Sat there this morning on the cars, right? And I looked and seen there's a message of Static, and I thought, oh, what's this? I'm sat there.
So,
laughing my
Munzy,
tits off.
Munzy, that was just.
I've met him. He's hilarious. I've met him.
Chris Kamara.
What
quality,
a
man.
fucking muppet.
I love Chris Kamara.
Oh, Soccer AM's back Saturday. Ooh.
To be fair, Dan, I've been on streaming. And he's not actually. I don't find him that bad.
Hold on, what was that? Go back. What was that?
Unofficial part. What a fucking. I don't get what the problem is with unofficial.
Yeah.
Part. I think he's all right.
Yeah, I think he's all right.
He's all right, man. He's got to listen. Listen, unofficial's just got like strong views that he stands by. What's the fucking problem with that? You know, if people don't like it, then you don't go into a fucking chat with him.
And by the way, if you do guys want to see that clip again, right, that's only for super chat clips.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Steven,
It's a cracker, Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, Jeff.
They're ready for the super chat.
There's been a red card. I don't know, Jeff.
Don't know, Jeff. Didn't see it, Jeff. They're all right.
Is he still on Soccer Saturday? Because they got rid of all the others, haven't they?
No, I think he's still on it.
Yeah, you can't be the same about Chris Kamara, man.
They got rid of Tony Cottee this year.
Not until I'm finished. No, please.
What was the other one? What were them two called now? Oh yeah, fucking Andy Gray and the other one.
Yeah, they're on beads. What's the name? Gary, not that Arsenal fans would be bothered because it's Champions League football, but Gary Lineker's left as well, hasn't he?
Gary Lineker?
Yeah, he's left BT Sport.
Yeah, he left BT Sport, isn't he? Yeah.
Not that Arsenal fans will watch him, but because it's Champions League. But
to be fair, I'm watching Champions League this season.
What? Because Gary Lineker ain't on it?
No.
He's leaving. Yeah. I've heard this as well.
Is there a trophy for the Mind series?
This is one of my sources.
Don't let Tottenham win that. They'll count it as a real trophy.
This is from one of my
something though to make them feel happy.
This news is from one of my sources, tomato sauce. Yeah. I've heard that Jermaine Genius is supposedly taking over from Gary Lineker on Match of the Day.
No,
downstairs. I'll stop watching it now.
I want what's the name to do it? Alex. I want Alex Scott to do it.
No, not Alex Scott as well.
Oh yeah, Alex Scott on the levels.
Just because she's a woman, Mumsy.
No, she's good. She talks. She's good.
Hold on a minute. That's not right.
No. When I've got someone that sits there and goes, "We're seeing real improvement under Arteta." No, sorry.
Well, yeah, you'd say that, but yeah.
Why isn't Ian Wright?
Get off your what you get from Arsenal, Alex.
Because Ian Wright can't string a sentence together, can he, without laughing?
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure he would. I'm sure if he was given the opportunity, I reckon he could brain that.
Well,
yeah, he could do that easily.
Jermaine Genius, I've heard.
No, I ain't watching it.
Match of the Day, no more than for me. Fuck that.
I can't be. Apparently, Jeff Stelling is going to leave as well.
Well, they couldn't find any City legends because there ain't any.
But I'm sorry. Yeah, they're all still playing, aren't they?
Yeah. I set them up. You hit them out of the park.
That's it. Yeah. Nice volley that. Charlie's gone very quiet. This is how it feels to be City.
Is it bedtime, Charlie?
Don't sing that fucking song. It's shit.
Away the Champions League final. You travel all the way to. Go on, what? He's gone.
He's bowled it. He's gone. You
get the plane off to Portugal just to see your team get beat. This is how it feels when your club is fucking shite. Yeah. Do one. Shit. You know when you fuck all. Where is it? Bring him back.
They can't take it. When the heat comes in the kitchen, he's out of there.
Yeah, man. He can't. He just can't handle it. This is how it feels to be City. This is. Yeah, exactly, Ian. Get Righty on there, man. Yeah, listen, we should start a petition. It's got to be Ian Wright for Match of the fucking Day.
Yes, yeah.
Alex Scott. Alex Scott. Charlie, you're showing your age now, son. Just chill.
Yeah.
Kids watch Arsenal and Newcastle are useless clubs who are not fit to compete in the Foden. I don't get what you mean about that, mate. There you go.
Kids watch anime. What a lovely name.
Yeah.
On the wrong channel.
I agree though, actually.
If that's to piss me off, mate, it
Arsenal and Newcastle should be thrown to the fucking Scottish League.
But
Alex
I'll let
Scott
you
every
know.
time. I reckon
would
Alex
say-
Scott, all right.
Here he is.
Here he is.
This is how it
All right,
goes.
Charlie.
Charlie, how are you doing?
Oh, shut
allowed
the
up?
fuck up, please.
Are you allowed to stay up late, Charlie? Is it not a school night?
6 weeks off.
Hang on,
Does
that mean Man City have to start in September, not in August?
Yeah.
That means he's allowed to stay up late.
Stephen, your club are in the fucking OAP centre, mate. Be quiet.
Listen,
Yeah,
Charlie,
at
you
least
stay
it's
up till
old
8
enough to have some
o'clock
history, mate.
and watch Rosie and Jim, but then after that, you must go to bed.
I'm listening to CBB's bedtime story.
Oh, do you know what? Shame.
Jermaine
I've
Genius
got,
is on
you've
it.
got to admit, no, to be honest, look, after about 2 games, this will be me. Watch this.
Yeah, confirmation 3-3.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I don't care if you can clip this.
Willian and El Neni.
I don't know what to do. I'll take the clip.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do.
Was we in lockdown because you needed a haircut? Was we in lockdown because you needed a
That was
fucking
in
haircut?
lockdown. That was in lockdown.
Yeah, I was going to say, you look like Wurzel Gummidge.
Mate, no. You wanted to see me after I stayed in hospital for 9 months. I stayed in hospital for 9 months. I didn't have an haircut.
Fucking hell.
Right. Because I thought I was only going to get out about 2 months later.
That reminds me, my man garden needs a trim. It's starting to look a bit fucking wild.
Don't start this bollocks again. And I didn't mean it like that. That was.
Well, you wouldn't know.
wasn't
We've
meant
never
to-
seen your face.
Hey! Boom!
Boom, boom!
Boom, boom, shake the room. But yeah, I don't know.
He's radio. He's Mr. BBC now. Jermaine Genius. One show,
Mr.
match of the
BBC.
day.
Oh, fuck him, no.
No,
I've heard he's taken over
Trust
from
the
the wheel as well.
Tin Pot process. Yes, trust the Tin Pot. That's Arteta. That is Arteta in a nutshell.
All right, well, listen, Alex Scott, then or Ian Wright,
She's not. She don't know what
they
she's
need-
talking about.
they
She
need to
doesn't
get.
know what she's talking about. She
Oh,
doesn't.
is it because she's a woman, Charlie?
No,
it's
she's
not.
just a dumbass.
Charlie.
If you call progress under Arteta last season as progress,
forget
right, you don't know what you're talking about. And you
Why is
don't-
it always
you don't-
about
you don't-
Arsenal, Steve?
No,
Bloody hell.
I'm sorry. Like, because she's supposed to be an Arsenal player that knows the standards and traditions of this club, and if she thinks that's good enough and acceptable, she knows fuck all about it.
No, but
She
you
never
don't mean
fucking
that. No,
supported Arsenal
no,
in the
no,
first
no,
place.
no. There's a difference
No.
and getting to the destination. You didn't say that.
Stephen, what's the debate? What have I missed?
Well, like Alex Scott saying that, like that what we're doing is progress under
that's not the
Arteta.
debate.
That's not acceptable.
No, but I think Alex Scott just fancy Arteta. That's it.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the debate. The debate was, who do you think should take over on Match of the Day?
Oh, who do you think should take over Match of the Day? Yeah, that's a good point.
Right in the hot seat.
Yeah, one at a time. Fucking, man, I can't fucking listen to about 19 people at once.
Jermaine Genius is going to do it.
Right, one at a time. I'm going to start with Saeed, and I'm going to work my way around. Who should take over Match of the Day if Guyana does not do it anymore?
Who should take over Match of the Day?
Yeah.
It's an easy question. I should take over.
I back that.
I love it. I fucking love it. He took over.
Charlie would be able to take
Can
over.
you
He's got
see
the
me with that
bedroom.
heated debate with Jamie Carragher when he's speed?
I couldn't. So I couldn't stop laughing with Jamie Carragher. No, this is Match of the Day. He's not on there though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you're right. But I don't know. It's an
you're
interesting question. It is. I wouldn't mind Ian Wright. I think he's good.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Call it.
I think he brings a lot of charisma and I think it would be good actually.
Charlie, what do you say?
Get Righty in the hot seat.
Yeah. Munzie.
Well, Charlie wouldn't be able to do it. It's past his bedtime. But get rude Hullet doing it. He wouldn't have a clue what he's on about.
All
Rude,
I can
isn't it?
imagine is Charlie
And his
saying this
sexy
right
football.
now. This is Charlie's reply.
Shut up, bitch!
Smells rough looking.
Man United fraud club bottlers to Villarreal and acting like they are the best team in the world. No trophies under Ollie. At least fucking Arteta won some trophies in Arsenal with a bunch of overrated teams.
It's the best comment of the day.
That is comment of the day. I'm sorry, I'm having that. Yes,
Kids,
boy.
hey, listen, kids watch anime. I'll say this in a man's voice. Right?
Back up.
So I think talk should be Terry Tibbs for the rest of the stream.
No, he's not laughing.
Jade, actually, talk to me.
Talk to me.
Terry Tibbs.
Right, hang
I've
on,
got
hang
a
on.
lovely French caviar.
Talk, it's your turn.
Shut
Taking
up.
over match of the day.
Who said
Terry
he's only one man?
Terry, get Terry in the hot seat.
No, it's got to be Ian Wright for me. It's got to be because
Ian Wright.
he looks at the game differently to most of us pundits. You listen to
his
him.
eyes shut.
Right? Nah, he's good, man. I love Ian Wright. He's good, man. He's good.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, this
What's
is not I think Alex Scott saying in the England Olympic team when it's actually Team GB.
Yeah, but listen. Hold on a minute. You think, look, right? Listen, let's have it right here. She's Alex Scott, right? She's an ex pro footballer. She's worked very hard to get herself in there, right?
Yeah,
Putting some really high pro. Hold on, she's been putting some high profile positions, and you know what?
Oh, yeah.
She's just got to work her way in and learn to relax a little bit more. That's all it is. She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, but she
Well,
needs
what?
to
She makes a
stop.
mistake. Who gives a fuck?
Can I just say
Talk.
something
What she
very
needs to stop
quickly?
doing is stop saying what the club wants to hear and tell you what your actual opinion is. Because I'm betting you not that is not what she thinks about Arsenal right now. Saying that this is acceptable. No,
But she can't do
I
that
bet
though.
she wouldn't say that's acceptable.
She can't do that.
She
Steven,
can.
do you know what the issue? Do you know what the issue
Ian Wright
is?
had the bollocks to put on Kroenke out on the end of his tweets.
Yeah, but he was.
You get
What I
more
would
respect
say
that way.
about Uncle Righty is, it's a big difference because Alex Scott, first of all, she's a woman, and whether we like it or not, she will get so much more hate and eyes on her for saying something controversial. Just look at the other day, that stupid minister that was tweeting about her, getting onto her because of the way she's speaking. It just tells you that it's always going to be harder for women.
I don't.
Yeah.
Let me say this. Is it?
Yeah, but
hold on. No. Hold on. All right. If we was to sort of let her do that, and then and if we were the bosses at the BBC and we were looking at that from that point of view, and then saying, "Oh yeah, no, we can't put her into that position," you have to ask her, and you say, "Yeah, Alex, are you prepared for what may come in terms of X, Y, and Z? If so, then we will gladly give you that opportunity." And at the end of the day, none of us can hide away from any kind of criticism, because that's what these people, these lowlifes, that's what they want. Is for people to sort of think that, you know what I think my opinion counts. So you're not going to do what you wanted to do because of my opinion. That's wrong.
Talk. This is the point. I mean, like I remember a certain channel throwing off a certain person because, right, he had a different opinion about Timo Werner, right? Don't get me started who that is, right? And that's supposed to be a big Chelsea channel as well. But there you go. But it's like you mentioned with, like, after the whole England final and all the racism after it, right? You can't ask him, but the MPs, right? They had a guy at Tyrone Mings the other day, so he should focus more about his football. When, like, one of the ministers tried to call the government out, right, and like they were basically trying to call out, I think it was Patel, about like basically giving the green light to these people, and they're like, just like, oh yeah, well, we can't. There was some sort of it was a sort of response that shows that the government don't fucking care, right, at all, and they don't actually give a shit. But and that's the problem because I think the problem is with Alex Scott is that if she fucks up, not the fact that because she's a woman as well.
No.
Because
That's the point I've just made.
Because she's black and also a woman as well.
Yeah, but that's the point I've
She's
just
going to
made.
get 10 times more hate.
Yeah, but that's the point I've just made. The point I've just made is: are we going to let these people stop? Talented people like her.
Of course not. But
going and doing what they want to do.
This is where it needs more protection. This is when they need more protection on.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing.
That is why, for me,
sorry,
it's a disgrace. Oh yeah, go on. I'll go on after.
The only way they're going to get more protection is if we continue as football clubs to say we are going to continue taking the knee and making a point every single game. We have to keep doing it. We have to keep not just taking a knee, but doing other things as well. There has to be a constant so that it gets drummed into people's minds. This is not acceptable and we don't fucking want it.
Yeah. And also, this is why it pisses me off when people like former MPs or current MPs go out in public and criticize people for being themselves when they know the consequences. I think it's baffling, and I'm so disappointed. But for me, I think, and to be honest, for me, I've seen, I watch a lot of Sky's Monday Night and Super Sunday and all of that, and I've seen people like Jamie Carragher, like Gary Neville. I've seen them sometimes, Roy Keane or whoever comes on there, Thierry Henry. Sometimes I've seen them say certain things that they will get away with it because of who they are. But when a woman does it, like Alex Scott, it's because they are dumb or because they're women or they don't understand football or they don't know what they're talking about. I think we have to sometimes understand that they are human beings. They won't say everything perfect 100% of the time.
Exactly.
And there must be room for improvement as well.
Yeah. And the only way you can improve, as you know, Saeed, is, we all know, anyone who's got a decent fucking brain, we know it's all about experience. It's about experience, being given the opportunities. And like I say, do you agree, Saeed, if there was a conversation to be had between the BBC and Alex Scott, and they was to her and say, look, we are more than willing to give you this opportunity to host the match of the day. But you know what? What are your thoughts on the possible, or shall we say, highly likely abuse that you may receive because of that? Now then, what does she do? What does she do? That's the question. And for me, I would suggest she would say, in a roundabout way, I don't give a fuck about these people who are trying to drag me back, drag me down. I don't give a fuck about these people. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to take this opportunity. That's what she'd say, because she seems like a really strong-minded young woman to me, and she's got goals and she's worked hard to get to be given certain opportunities. And for me, I think if the opportunity was given to her, she would take it and run with it, and she would. You know what? Yeah, it would. We know, the same can be said for Ian Wright, then, can't it? And the same can be said for Jermaine Genius, then, if we're going down that fucking route, So you say it's not just going to be because she's a woman, If we're talking about it being people are going to come out with racist shit, then they're going to come at Ian Wright. They're going to come at as they do. We've seen the thing with Ian Wright. Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer, the daily fucking shit that he has to pull with. Stephen, I'm sure Alex Scott probably, without telling anybody, because maybe she doesn't feel like there's any point, or she doesn't need to tell anybody about the constant daily fucking abuse that she gets, because she probably does. So it wouldn't, that's not stopping her from doing what she's doing now. So why would it stop her going further? and becoming the face of match of the fucking day. What a statement that'd be by the BBC. You know, Alex Scott, the face of match of the day. Man, I want it. I want to see it. I want it, man. You've started something. I fucking want to see it because, you know what? Yeah, I think it's for me. It would be absolutely magic. It'd be magic. I'd love to see it.
I think an outside shout as well is Micah Richards. I think that'd be good.
Michael, yeah, I mean, Michael's.
I don't know about that.
I think he's biased though towards City, though, Charlie.
No, I actually think he's a good.
But listen, of course he is, because he's played the game professionally. Anybody who's played at any sort of semi-pro or fucking full pro level of football, then you understand the game. You know what's what. So yeah, and he talks well and is educated. So yeah, you know what? It's all. This is all going to. If this is true, and Lineker is going to be stepping aside, then it's down to the BBC, isn't it? Who they think, and I hope they've got the bollocks to say, right, it's a time for a change. We need a change. Why are we we're talking about the women's game? What better advertisement for the women's game than to put Alex Scott as the head of match of the fucking day?
Yeah,
you know?
I agree with you.
You know,
I do agree with you, Talk.
It would be. It'd be brilliant to see her get that opportunity, and I think, like I said, I think she'd be absolutely fantastic at it. And I don't think we'd lose any of that. I don't think we'd lose any of that. You know, the fun aspect of it. I think she'd be more than capable of keeping that up as well. The fun aspect of the show.
And it will send a message also to young women out there that they can also make it in the industry that is male dominated.
Yes, exactly. You know what? This is it exactly. Say, and if the BBC want to diversify and truly move, you know, like they should have been moving, fucking long time ago.
Yeah.
Then they need to start making these moves. Why does it have to be a bloke on match of the day just because it's men's football? What's all that about? Look at Gabby Logan. She does match of the day too sometimes, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So we know that it works. You know.
I think she could take over on match of the day as well. To be fair,
probably, yeah, probably. But I think she's had enough. I don't, you know, we're talking about somebody else here who's worked her way and worked very hard, and probably taken a lot of fucking abuse, right, on her socials and everything else to get herself in the position that she's in now. So for me, if there's ever going to be a consideration, Alex Scott has to be at the top of it, in my opinion.
Who's the BT Sport one that presents sometimes? I forgot his name. Jake Humphrey, I think, something like that.
Oh no, he won't get it without it. No,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know who you mean.
Yeah.
What about Dan? There's Dan Walker as well.
You
know Dan Walker?
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. Is there a specific reason why Gary is stepping down?
I think he wants to go follow Leicester home and away, he said, or something like that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's a good time to be a Leicester fan.
Listen, he's had a good career, let's have it right, Gary Lineker. How long's he been doing it now? Match of the day, about
5 years, something like that.
No, it's more than
might be
that.
longer.
It must be more than that.
Yeah, I thought it was about 10. Is it not about 10 plus?
Charlie, we didn't know that he was born 5 years ago, so we had to blame him.
Oh, Charlie.
Nearly.
You would like to.
Don't worry, Charlie. We're just jealous that you're so much younger than us.
Yeah. That's it.
But yeah, Talk. I have a question, and it's about Ole getting a new contract. Yeah, go on.
Sorry, you know, like I was just mentioning earlier about like the whole government and how they didn't care. I don't know if anyone wants to. I checked this I'll put the link in. I'll put the link in the description if you want to check this. Like, check this. This was literally 2 days after the final, or a day after the final, and she literally calls out both Patel and Boris Johnson. Well, the whole of British government. I'd watch that little clip. Actually, I don't know whether it's right. Do you think I should play it, or do you think I should just leave it?
Play it.
Play it. Yeah. I want to hear it.
All right, fine, let's go. Right, right. This is like actually a day after.
She's from my city.
Right, let's see if it's gonna play. Should do.
The government has already hacked into your
yeah, it's already hacked into my fucking account, isn't it?
The minister gave the usual Tory platitudes. Yes, she condemned the horrific racism our England stars have faced. But what was she think about the Prime Minister when he was doing, when he was describing black people as pickaninnies with watermelon smiles, when he used newspaper columns to mock Muslim women as letterboxes and bank robbers, when he refused to condemn the booing of England players taking the knee, and when his Home Secretary derided the anti-racist message as gesture politics? Isn't it the case, Mr. Speaker, like England star Tyrone Mings has said, that the Home Secretary and the Prime Minister were stoking the fire of racism, giving the green light to racism, and only now, when the consequences are clear, are they feigning outrage?
Lister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I had hoped that we were going to be able to conduct this debate in a measured and collective way. I don't genuinely think the Honourable Lady is accusing either the Prime Minister of this country or indeed the Home Secretary of racism. That would be a truly extraordinary allegation to make. But I hope at some point we will be able to work together to tackle racism. That is what we all want to do. That is what the work of this government is directed towards. And I hope that we're able to just lower the tone a little bit and understand that again, she's trying to shout at me, again, that in tackling these horrific instances of racism, we need to work collectively together, and shouting at me across the dispatch box is not going to help with that.
What a prat.
So listen. Fucking hell. So she's saying then what they said isn't racist. Are you having a fucking laugh?
Oh my god. I can't stand people like that.
I know, no, it's like she's trying to what? Oh man, those words that Boris used. Tell me, anybody tell me how that isn't racist? Come on.
It is. The tone that she's speaking to her, the fact that she's more concerned that she's calling Boris Johnson a racist than tackling racism itself, tells you where she stands.
Yes, exactly. Disgusting. Not good enough.
It's disgusting.
It's not good enough. I mean, you know what? Why don't they just, they need to fucking accept that this problem is not just an exchange of words between one person to another in whichever direction. This is more than that. It's fucking more than that. Like I've stated many times, right? For me, it's just this is psychological, grievous bodily fucking harm, right? That's what it is. It's no different to me actually hitting somebody and causing them pain, physical pain. You tell me, is there a difference between mental pain and physical pain? I don't think so.
No, it's not, and it's proven. There's data to back it as well.
Exactly. So why can they not accept that then that they need to grow a pair, understand what the public of this country want, and change the laws and make laws that are specific for this kind of crime? Because
do you know what it is, talk? People like that will probably lose their high positions if something like that would happen, because they are basically not competent enough to be where they are. They are where they are because of privilege, and they don't want that. They want that to remain.
Yeah,
I think that's part of the issues. Because let's face it, there are far more competent people than someone like Boris Johnson to run this country.
Yeah,
I think it's clear.
I think you're right. And do you know what?
And I think they are afraid that footballers now have such a big platform and they are now speaking about racism. They weren't used to do it before, but they're doing it now. And it's putting pressure on them. And that's why they are trying to belittle them and trying to tell them, you stay in your corner because you are a footballer. You're only allowed to speak about football. Like, don't get involved into politics. Because politics is only for politicians, because they do such an amazing job that nobody else should speak about it.
Well, yeah, but you know, why is it not? Anybody should be able to say what they don't like, what they don't like, and what they don't support. What, you know, everybody. We've all. This is what I said. I've said this like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. We all have a voice, you know. And if we was all to use it, make a change. You know, there can be changes can be made by the public. Look what happened in the poll tax riots. Look what happened in the riots in 2011 when they murdered Mark Duggan because they thought he had a gun, so they murdered him. You know, you know what I mean? We can make a noise. If people want to make a noise and make a change, we can do so. We're going to use our voices. We can, you know. We can make a change. We can do it.
You're correct doing it right now. This is why racism in this country will never be solved.
It's a joke, yeah. Institutional racism as well. Like I said, racial profiling. We're talking about this with Static, and this is what I think happened with Mark Duggan, because I watched the thing with that, and there is no possible way that kid could have thrown a gun from the angle that it was supposedly thrown from, right, in the trajectory that it went supposedly over this fence or wall, right, into the position it went. It was bullshit. They thought he had a gun and he didn't, right? As simple as that. You know, that's the way I saw it anyway, from what I saw. So what does that tell you? If somebody hasn't got a gun and they shoot you, what are they shooting you for? You know what I mean? It's fucking. They panicked. They panicked.
Get away with
racial profiling and everything else. Listen, why do you think there was so much trouble because of it? What do you think people just decided? Oh yeah, this is a good excuse to go out and fucking destroy our city. Bollocks. Do you think people would put themselves at such in a position to get done by the law for committing, you know, what the law says are crimes when you protest and you show your anger, right? People wouldn't have done that if they thought that it was, you know what, justified in any kind of shape, way, or form. No way would they. You know, so the fact that we got such a bad reaction to it tells you everything you need to know. You know, and we've seen it before, with, you know, with other situations, being, you know, in the past, and it's a big problem in our society, and when we've got the government at the base of it, the top of it, the base of it, and the middle of it, and the bottom, fucking everywhere, who are not taking it seriously, then we're gonna, you know, people who are trying to make a difference and trying to make people more aware of what's, you know, of other people's rights, then it's going to make it a whole lot harder. If they would just grow up here and actually change the law and make it just as punishable as grievous bodily harm. If I go out there and punch somebody, I get arrested. If I go out there and abuse somebody about their gender, about their fucking heritage, about their colour, I should get arrested and punished harshly, just in the same fashion. There's no separating it. I don't get it. If they don't separate, if I went out there and hit somebody with my fist, right, and I cut their eye, they're going to say that's grievous bodily harm. If I went out there and hit somebody with a brick and cut their eye, it's still grievous bodily harm. They don't separate it, right? So why should they separate what people say to other people and try and categorize it? No, racism is racism. There is no fucking room for it. We don't want it, and it has to be punishable exceptionally harshly. Simple.
Yeah, but there you go. I'm about to tweet that now. There's a quote tweet. But what I will do actually is I'll put it in the chat. I'll bring Tom in. Sorry, bring Tom in quickly for the last 5 minutes. Tom, you alright, mate?
Yeah, been delayed.
Yeah,
Yo,
no
Tom,
worries,
big
man.
up, mate.
No worries. Going back to the football, I'll ask you: do you feel Man United are ready for the new season?
I'd say 75%. Get the midfielder, and it's popping off. Get the CDM.
Yeah.
Get the CDM, and it's popping off. There's no reason why we shouldn't. I mean, we should generally challenge even with the players that we've made now, but I still think get that midfielder in, and it makes a real statement. To be honest with you, because I think if we get that midfielder in that everyone's been talking about or whatever, everybody knows the names of who we're wanting and who we're not. If we get that one name in there, I think it just counteracts what Man City have been doing in the market. I think it does with Chelsea if they get Lukaku. I think Man United will still have done the best business out of all of them. Because some of the prices that we've had to pay for the players that we've got, I think the Varane deal especially, that £34 million is a steal. I'm sorry, to pay that much money for what he's won in the game, it's an absolute bargain, really. Even if he's not a brilliant player, even if he was a bench player, to play that much for somebody who's won that much and had all those special nights in legacy and history, I think it just speaks for itself. But yeah, I'm confident going into the new season. To be honest with you, we should do well, and if we don't, then I think we know where the blame lies if we doesn't.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear that. Green screen starting to go again. Jesus Christ. It's anything else at times. Put it 2, 1. Yeah, in the end, it's gonna, thumbs up, absolutely. It's why it won't be solved, but I think, you are a couple of signings away. So
I think we're only one signing away, and then that's it.
I think it's 1 or 2.
The midfielder.
1 or 2.
Getting Ndidi and we pop off.
Ooh.
If we got that player in.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to wrap up because I've got to be live with the audit. I'm gonna be live with the audit stream at 8. So yeah, and I've Mons needs to get him the back in and get something from behind the screen screen. So we have to wrap it up. Make sure to hit the like button as usual. Hit the subscribe up. Well, actually, sorry, I'll let everyone shout their socials out first. Charlie.
Yeah. Cheers for having me on again, Stephen. Big up everyone in the chat and on the stream. You can find me at MCFC Hibs on Twitter and Dugout Daily on YouTube tomorrow. We have championship predictions, so make sure you join us.
Okay. Where can I find you?
None. I have no stream. Yeah.
No? Are you on
No.
Discord service?
Oh, just the football terrace and all that. Yeah, just active there.
Did you join ours, the SFeatleyTVs?
Yeah, I do join. Yeah,
I'll get in touch with you on there, and I'll send you a link through there.
Yeah, sure.
Wicked. Talk. Where can I find you?
Usual place, mate. On Twitter, iTalkMU.
Yeah. I'm hoping this. I'm gonna put my Discord link in the chat now. If it's not working, let me know now. It should do, as far as I know. If I click on it at home on the on this. If I click on this and then I go, let me just check if it's working.
Pain in the arse, man, that Discord thing, you know. Try to set it up, man, it just doesn't have none of it.
Oh, it's not accepting the invite. Jeez, I've got to set a new one up now. So I've got to set up a new one, so I've got to set up that new one and then copy and paste all of it and shit. And there we go. I'll have to do it later. But, yeah, I'll do it later. I don't know why, because it's supposed to be a fixed fucking link. It's supposed to be a fixed link.
Pick up to static.
Yeah. Until then, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and we'll catch you tomorrow. We'll catch you later on for the audit stream. So just to let you know where everything's going in terms of money and that. Until then, make sure to stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you in a bit. Take care.
Ciao.
See you in a bit.